down for the
Bagay Vaval.
Vaval links.
Hey, it's that time again. Welcome to Vaval Links right here on the wave and DBS TV. This is where we. You had to wait. You had to wait, Gaza. This is where we link up with everybody who's anybody in Carnival and back by popular demand. And you can tell by that little abataness you're already doing in the corner who it is. Let me see if I remember the dance.
Yeah. Now put some arms in it. Yeah.
She's the entertainer.
Hey, Vaval. I'm back and it's hot, so I'm semi-solid. So I'm half syrup and I'm a half chocolate bar right now. So you can call me Hershey.
Welcome back, Hershey.
It's a pleasure. They say by popular demand.
By popular demand.
I told you, everyone loves chocolate.
I have nothing to say.
Open your mouth, let me see your cavities.
No.
She did not say she did not have
cavities.
She said no.
I do not have cavities. I do not have cavities.
All right.
Thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you to of course, DBS TV for being a part of this. Is Vaval Links, and we have to give our sponsors some love. So, Flo, we're sending you love from now until December. Make the switch. When you make the switch, you get your opportunity to win a share of $100,000. That's between now and December. We're also sending love to our friends at these event guys. Getting ready for SOS, Soca, or Suffer. You don't want to miss out on that one, taking place on the 6th of July. Aura, our friends at Slush, getting ready for Aura. It's a Candyland with Nyla Blackman. You ready for that one?
Yeah, of course. How you mean?
Yeah, what that outfit looking like?
Cool out. You will see it. Just know.
It's a Candyland. You don't have to worry about that. You're already the chocolate.
Of course. Candy on the outside, chocolate
on the inside. Well,
best of both worlds, yeah?
There you go. You know she's going to be there. You want to be there too. It's taking place on the 11th of July. Yep, that's the Candyland with Nyla Blackman. Also, we're sending love to our friends at Event St.Lucia. Thank you for being on board with us. Of course, they will be passing through to let us know all the great things set to take place this weekend when it comes to national events. KFC, also a part of the Vaval Links family now. Food for the Road is on. We're going to tell you more about that and our friends at Clickers. Not forgetting Clickers, the lady superstore at the SNS Plaza in Bottle Wash. Everything that you possibly need to turn up this carnival season, things you could find at Clickers. I promise you that. All right, Hershey's ready to link up?
Yeah, we're linking up now. Link up.
Hey.
Link up.
Hey.
Link up.
Hey.
Switch it up, just link up.
Hey.
Link up. Link up. Switch it up. If you're switching it from 94 to 5, go 93.7.
You see, I can't even finish that.
Vaval, we ready?
Vaval Links.
We ready?
Link up. Hey, Vaval Links. Stay with us.
Go down for the
Oh gosh. Link up. Vaval Links. Hey, Vaval Links. Welcome back to the Wave GBS TV Vaval Links. We're connecting with everybody who's anybody in Carnival. And let me tell you, I've been telling you, Food for the Road is on. All right, at KFC, we're talking 2 pieces of chicken. You get a sandwich, you get fries, you get a biscuit, And you get a 16-ounce drink. And that's not all. They have lots going on at KFC. KFC is in it when it comes to the carnival season. And there's also the Hershey's chocolate cream pie.
That is correct.
Currently
I told y'all, folks, live on the IG and at the wave on 93.7 and also 94.5.
That's right.
Everybody love chocolate, especially the women, all right? Today we're giving Joldo. KFC giving Joldo now. Hershey's pie. How you mean?
For a limited time until stocks last. Now, Jamal is here with us to let us know everything that we can enjoy when it comes to KFC. Jamal, what you doing in that corner there, Borges? Yeah, it's working. You know what I do?
I live.
Yes, you're live. How are you? You good?
No, boy, you have to tell them your finger licking good.
Ay. Of course.
That's my hype man.
That's your hype man. You have a good hype man there.
Yeah, of course.
Keep the blood flowing.
Oh gosh. So I'll tell us all the great things happening at KFC. We know we're excited. We're ready for food for the road. Mao Thursday is also on. So many things. Where we started?
We'll start with Mao Thursday, which was newly introduced yesterday.
Yes.
This is part of our escape event, the escape event. That's our offer for escape event, and boy, the reception on that has been great. I will lie. I saw it and I was surprised. So this is one of our great deals we have for the carnival season.
Yep.
Of course, kicking off with our flagship Food for the Road, which was launched about a month ago. About a month ago, which been doing very well, at least I can say.
Yep.
So we're ready for carnival. KFC, this is our time.
And it's about experiences at KFC.
I like you.
Let me tell you, I got you, It's about experiences at KFC.
Yeah, that's that. Right? You have to do that. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So, of course, we're getting ready for the carnival season again with KFC. I like to say KFC like Soleil.
You're everywhere.
So, we're getting ready to partner with some major bands, some major events. Of course, our new partner being Zubo Carnival Band, which came on this year.
Oh, nice.
Boy, we're ready for it, of course, with the parent DJ over there.
The entertainer.
They're
talking chocolate. I walk as well.
Not forgetting Just for Fun Carnival Band, Legends Carnival Band, Fusion Carnival Band. Mm-hmm. But before all that, we're getting ready for Kiddies Carnival, which happened in next week Sunday.
Nice, instrumental in that as well.
Exactly, and we have especially the new band which came out, Ecstatic Carnival Band. Mm-hmm. We have some big things coming out in that band as well. So our first stop is Kiddies. No, our first stop is Kiddies. We have something before that. We have SOS.
Yes, that's taking place on the 6th. Why you like that? There's SOS. You have to be there.
Because these guys.
These event guys, yes.
Soca or Suffer.
Yeah, so we have that first. Oh my God. Yeah, we have that first. And then we're going into Kiddies. But Kiddies is our main focus this weekend because, of course, KFC being a family restaurant. Mm-hmm. That's one of the things that we really want to push out there because we know for the past few years, Kiddies Carnival has not been on that level as yet. We all focus on the National Carnival, which I don't. Let me ask a question, right? Mm-hmm. There is Denry Carnival, there is Super Carnival. Mm-hmm. Why is Cashew's Carnival not St.Lucia Carnival?
Because I don't know. I'm
just asking.
It started first. There are some people coming through here later. So, I can ask them.
I'm asking that because you see the things I want to know. Isn't Denry, Super, and before this place is part of St.Lucia? So
yes.
Why is Castries Carnival St.Lucia Carnival?
Because it started first.
Because Castries is the capital. And it was started in Castries. Also, we gave St. Lucia, it's called Community Carnival. Ancillary, Denry, Soufre, Miku, Newport, Canries. Yeah, but is it so Canries just go?
You have to say.
So Canries just go?
That's what are you talking about?
Okay, Canries
that's just my question. Big up St. Lucia Carnival.
I tell you.
Big up everybody for St. Lucia Carnival. So we get ready, of course, for Kiddies Carnival, which is our first stop and our main priority right now this year, is to develop the product of Kiddies Carnival with KFC being a family restaurant and stuff like that. This is what we really want to do. So our first stop, of course, is Kiddies Carnival. And then we're getting ready for the Jam Pack Week. We have Family, we have Escape, we have Aura, we have Color Me Red, we have Soak, we have Mess, we have Blocko, we're coming back again, we have Remedy, we have Indulgence, we have Red Dawn, We're coming back again, but I can continue going. I try my best to remember.
It's a bumper weekend, eh?
So it's a heavy weekend for us at KFC, and what we try to do at every event, create a different experience. That's the most important thing for us. We're not just that company full of branding. We're not just that company which fries chicken, but we're a company which gives experience, and experience is the most important thing for us at KFC. So whether you see an upscale event, whether you see a Juve party, whether you see a corporate event, you will see KFC portrayed in different ways, which could basically fit the event that we had. For the past year, we've been introducing KFC Lounge in
Yes.
a different area. So it's something that we try to do a little different.
Last year we saw the first outdoor restaurant, and that was new for us too.
This year is coming back again
Nice.
for the family event and Color Me Red, and we're going bigger. We're going nicer, we're going with a greater experience. We have 2 events which I could probably mention on the same day, which is Bacchanal Brunch and Wow. So you're going to see KFC portrayed in different ways at these events. So for us, it's more about an experience when it comes to our brand. Not just KFC. People know KFC for our fried chicken.
The good food.
The good food.
The finger-licking food.
You know that for that. But we're going to give people a comfortable environment where they can experience and see KFC from a different line. And at the end of the day, make your mouth water and go buy KFC and get it.
Yes.
So there's a plan for everything. And again, I heard you guys mention our Hershey pie, which is something that's been going like hot bread right now. I could understand why it's pie.
Y'all heard it yourselves. Hershey's is hot bread.
Oh my God. You need a new wife, man.
I could say that it's been in our plan to endorse the Hershey's brand with the Hershey's pie because it basically fits. So look out for that as well. That's
Secrets coming out.
Yeah. So it's been there. And the reason why we do stuff like that is that we want people to know that we as much as KFC is an international brand, we like to keep everything that we do, our marketing for the local market, involve local celebrities, make them feel as though they're part of the whole KFC brand. What do you tell me, Ken?
To you, Jamal.
St.Lucia, put a camera in my side.
Let me tell you.
Let me give you a Celine Dion.
Why are you looking for with Masana, Jamal?
Let me give you a Celine Dion. Let's give him a Celine Dion.
Yeah, let's have a Celine Dion.
Can you keep a secret?
St.Lucia, I have to go.
No, Jamal, you're supposed to be watching me.
Exactly.
That's your problem. That's your problem. You're supposed to be focusing on me.
Big up the director in the back.
Let me tell you, I've been trying to go alkaline. But you see, alkaline diet.
Oh, okay.
And it's stick to green fig and them kind of thing.
Yeah, with
but
KFC, you can't do that.
The experiences make it so hard.
That's true.
I eat in that, I come there, I see a KFC lounge. I go and cool out, I sit down. When I check myself, I have 2 drumsticks whining in my back. 2 drumsticks whining in my back. When I check myself tomorrow, I feel for that idea. So I understand what Jamal said about KFC creating experiences. And
that's
those
for sure.
experiences draw you to them.
That's
because
true.
they are finger licking good. Let me tell you.
What you need after that?
No, I want to tell you this guy should be our spokesman.
Yeah,
So of course I can't add nothing to that. So I just want people to come out during the carnival season, take part in it. I heard this talk about St.Lucia Carnival is on the rise, and it's something nice for us. So in order for us to get to that level where we want to go, we need to put a quality carnival together, put a package together so people could come. And KFC, we see us as helping people. Like we want to help the St.Lucia Carnival package their brand to get out there. So that's our motive.
Nice.
Help you, help me, help everybody eat.
Yes, I like that. I like that.
Help you, help me,
help everybody eat.
Yeah.
So definitely check out Mao Thursdays every Thursday. Let me tell you, he didn't tell you, but I'll tell you. 3 pieces of chicken, you get regular fries and a 16-ounce drink, all of that for $15 at KFC now.
I would know. I bought one last night. I did. Original.
That's finger looking good. That's finger looking good. Stay with us. Vaval links on the wave. We have more coming your way. TVS TV, the way Vaval links right here. You ready to link up? Hey, link up. Hey, link up. Hey, link up, hey, link up, hey. Vaval links, Vaval links. Vaval links, Vaval links. We are getting ready for the weekend. It is a big weekend for Kai. So we're talking semifinals. And of course, Sue is here with us once again from Event St. Lucia. And this time she is accompanied. She always brings in great people in here. So she's accompanied by Vaughn Charles, who is the coordinator of TOT. We are talking semifinals. Good day to the two of you. How are we doing?
Fine.
Well,
and my new line now is fantastic. So you must say to her, you're feeling
fantastic. There we go. I like that. So why is your new line fantastic, if I could ask?
positivity.
Yeah, we just
positivity.
I like that.
Even though you're in a bad mood, I'm feeling fantastic.
I think I need to steal
And
that.
I think we have a great weekend coming up.
True.
Just one slight correction. Coordinator, TOT Soca Village.
TOT Soca Village.
The
Well, I need to get it
collaboration
right.
of these two
You need to
great
get it
tents.
True. TOT Soca Village. So you need to get it right too. I'm not the only one. All right. So it's a big weekend. We're talking semifinals for Kaiso 2019. We have 18 fantastic competitors, and we can't wait to see who the final line is going to be. So, of course, you have to kick us off with the details of the event and, when it's taking place, how we could get tickets. Let's just get that out of the way.
Getting it out of the way, we will be at the National Cultural Center this Sunday. Gates open at 5. Show starts at 6. Like you mentioned, it's 18 guys, ladies and gentlemen who will be competing for that final round. 9? Is it 9? Who will be going into the final round?
9 and the king, the defending champion. So in the finals, we'll have 10.
So 10 in the finals.
That's
Nice.
right. It's $30 in advance, $40 at the door. We'll have a big 40-foot screen on the outside.
Oh, nice.
So persons who don't get seating on the inside, and we urge persons, because what I've been advised is that semifinals is always packed.
Yes, it's always packed, and there's always the urge for people to lime outside the tent. So you have a tent outside the tent, a lime outside the tent.
Like that.
Hence the reason for that big screen. So those persons who don't want to sit inside the cultural complex, just school out outside by the bar. They can still watch the show and enjoy the atmosphere. Like Sue says, it's going to be a fantastic Sunday and a fantastic semi-final.
I like that word.
Fantastic. Yes.
Boy,
We're still like that, eh?
That almost
staying
putting
with us.
sweet in the shade, you know.
That is staying with
All
us
right,
for
so
sure.
you heard it, St. Lucia, this Sunday semi-finals. They're giving you Miami style, indoor, outdoor. So you can lime on the inside, sit down car way, and you can lime on the outside in your back and a car bar way, kind of feeling
And
drink
you
up,
know,
drink up.
anybody who's looking for me, that's where you're going to find
That's
me.
why you're going to be on the outside.
All right, you heard it
How
yourself.
about
She's
you,
not
Vaughn?
no
Where you
boring
be?
person. She liming on the outside. Stand up and jump
After
up
that,
and
one
shake
cannot
and
even say
everything.
he's sitting on the inside.
No, I'm always in the tent outside the tent. Despite the fact that I have to coordinate the activities, but I'll be in and out.
Nice.
In and out, yeah.
By the tent outside the tent, that's a fantastic line.
And
One
you
thing,
will be able
boy.
to take in everything on the inside. Like I said, you have that 40-foot screen. So by no means, it's an activity that we are urging St. Lucians to come be a part of it. I've been saying this over and over again. St. Lucians, come out and support. How many artists do we have from the various?
Yeah.
We have from Soca Village TOT collaboration, we have 7, and I can run through the names. Ambrose the Juice Man, Chocolate, Herb Black, Moggy, Taker, Ticaro, and Wally. These are the 7 from the TOT Soca Village collaboration.
Nice.
And I think there's 7 from Fire One.
Fire one. Yeah.
And South.
And 4 from South.
And 4 from South. From the perspective of a tent, is there any way in which, getting ready for semifinals that the Kaisonians are prepared as a tent? Is there anything that the tent does? How does that work?
Yeah, well, what we do is to get the individual judges' score sheets
Okay.
from the quarterfinals and have discussions with those who made it to the semifinals to look at where they scored where they scored high, very high, where they faltered, and to try and improve on the overall performance. So, for example, if your diction or your arrangement was lacking, you would work with them together with the arrangers to ensure that there's some level of improvement to enhance their delivery on that night. So when you go into a semi-finals, you're starting off fresh. So whatever you did in the quarterfinals, whatever points you may have amassed in the quarterfinals,
that doesn't
counts
count
to nothing. In the semi-finals, it's a new round, it's a new competition. So everybody's looking to up their game. We are not the only ones doing that. The other tents are doing that. The other competitors are doing that. So it's in the interest of those who make it to the semi-finals to go through their score sheets, look at where there is need for improvement so that they can enhance their performance on that night.
Nice. And of course, you have to be there this coming Sunday, the semi-finals of Kai. So we know that it's two rounds, 18 qualifiers, 2 rounds.
36 fantastic
performances. Yes, 36 fantastic.
Fantastic.
Take your, or should I say, take your KFC before?
Take your KFC.
Boy, finger looking good everywhere.
You need to ensure that you're ready for it for sure. It's a 5 p.m. start.
6 p.m.
6 p.m.
And for
6 p.m. start.
For those persons who think it's going to be a long and boring show, it never is. We have a fantastic MC in Izai Hall.
Nice.
And he's going to be accompanied by another fantastic MC. And they keep the show moving, they keep it rolling. There's never a dull moment with these 2 MCs on stage.
I've heard.
So once the judges give the okay, as soon as one song is done, one Calypsonian gets off stage, the judges give the okay, bring in the other. So there's not a lull that would get people bored or to extend the show unnecessarily. So I think by 6 o'clock, by 6 o'clock start, by 11 o'clock, we out of there.
Nice. And one of the things that you should know is that they usually start promptly. So those of you who used to being late, that's your business, eh? We want in y'all now. We want in y'all now.
You're missing out.
You're early.
If you're late, you're missing out. Guys, listen, I've listened to Vaughn and he's assured us that in the semi-finals, everybody is back to ground zero. So everybody on the A game. So everybody going to give a fantastic performance.
I need to copyright that.
Let me tell you, at this point,
Fantastic.
so I agree. And I want shares too because I was a...
Yeah, man. It's a fantastic Friday, you know.
It will be a fantastic Sunday. That's
Yes.
June 30th.
June
Yes.
30th.
And it's a nice way to kind of, close it off, June 30th, and then we head into, the rest of the great things set to take place for the carnival
There's
season as well.
so many things on the lineup, but the ones that I'm going to put a little focus on is Carnival Queen Show. That's happening on the 5th of July. Tickets are available, but let's go back to semifinals.
Okay.
Semifinals, tickets are available at Steve Barbershop. Get it right?
Steve's Barbershop, yes.
And then we go into Queen Show on the 5th. Queen Show is going to be at the Ramp on Rodney Bay. $120 for general admission, $200 for VIP. And when I say VIP turned up.
Wow.
Yeah. And the tickets can be purchased at the cell. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. And then after that, we move on to the Power and Groovy.
Yeah, Groovy and Power on the Saturday.
The Saturday.
That's right.
And I think the decision was taken to have it the weekend before to allow those artists who want to or who have been engaged to perform in the other activities that we have on the week leading to Carnival, that they would be free. Normally, the finals would have been the Sunday before Carnival. So a lot of artists would be holding back. You don't want to lose your voice.
Sure.
You want to be on point for the finals. And there were some complaints. Not some of it I agree to. I think, if you're an artist and you're a professional, whenever the time comes, you step up.
You should be ready,
You should be ready. But, it was moved the weekend before. I think that obtained some years ago, and it was moved to the Sunday before Carnival because there was a dearth there where the OECS, we used to have the OECS competition.
Yes.
And that fell through, so they felt there was a need to bring in some activity to hype the Carnival Monday and Tuesday. So they brought in the Soca Mona on the Sunday, but they have moved it back to the weekend before. Let's see how that works out, but I know it's once it's Soca, people are going to attend.
That's
Everybody's going to come with their posse. And that's the thing about Soca Monarch. Everybody has their crew.
Everybody knows who they want to win.
Especially when you have your crew comes from a community, for example, Afro.
Yeah, from Sufre.
When Afro competed, the Sufre posse was very, very present. So with artists coming from various parts of the country, we expect to see them come with their crew. We expect to see them come, hyped, and to give it the sort of effect that you see in Trinidad and other places. Not comparing St. Lucia to Trinidad, but it's something that has, things to go on a soca stage and you don't have support. It's difficult. Yeah, it's very, very difficult. You have to have your crowd to move you. Must have your support, and we think it's going to be a fantastic show also.
Yeah, we can't wait for it. So you have so much coming up in terms of national events. You need to be a part of it, of course. Semi-finals for Kaiso set to take place this Sunday. Post the semi-finals, when are we heading to the finals? Let's talk a little bit about the finals.
Well, we first have to await the results on Monday morning. And after the results, we will know the 9 finalists.
Of course.
Who will be going up, who will be challenging the reigning monarch. From there, the very hard work starts. That's where all the presentation will be required. So those who have made it would have already had their thoughts in mind
as to what they want to.
And then, you have rehearsals, and then you have your crew working on your props to reflect your message, to reflect what you're singing about. Sometimes people come with props and it has no connection to what they're actually singing about. So you need to ensure that your prop reflects your message.
The message and the song, yeah.
That's going to be worked on. A master of that was Pep and his crew with Sion. So, and I think a lot of the artists have emulated these people. Over the years, we've seen some fantastic props, and which actually represents the message. So these are some of the things that are going to be worked on after the finalists have been announced, and the rest is let's go. It's up to you the night how you deliver. People always hear songs on the radio and they say, boy, that song will win, this guy will win.
Yeah.
It's actually the night of the event, how you perform. I remember Calypso Jail with Her Black, and everybody heard these songs on the radio and it was fantastic, and everybody said, boy, if Her Black and when they teeth them, but the night Ashanti actually delivered.
Right.
So it's how you perform that night.
That actually matters.
So that night is a big night. Everything when you step on that stage, when they call your name and you step on that stage, it's up to you. Nobody else.
Now, Vaughn has touched on something here. He's touched on, so there's semi-finals happening and there's finals. And both performances might be totally different.
True.
When it comes to delivery and creativity. So it's so important that these guys have their plan together, get it. And you know what, St. Lucians, come and see it for yourself. Come see it for yourself. So don't be judgmental after the fact. Come see, so that when you're ready to criticize,
you have your facts.
Know that you have your facts, and I was there and I saw it for myself.
So you're speaking from an educated standpoint. Yes, that's very true, Sue. Let me give you the opportunity, of course, to encourage our viewers and our listeners to ensure that they're there, they don't miss out on it. It's happening, it's here, semi-finals this weekend.
Yeah, a lot of people say that the semi-finals for them is always bigger than the finals. There are people who don't miss the semi-finals. They may miss the finals, but they don't miss the semi-finals. There are people who don't come to the semi-finals and say, whoever makes it the best, I will see them at the finals. But the semi-finals, for me, and a lot of those persons who are Calypso diehards, the semi-finals is always a fantastic show. And when you miss a semi-finals, I think you miss the cream of the Calypsos, because you get 36 of the best for $30.
Look at that. I don't think you could have said it any better. Sue, any final thoughts?
Vaughn said it all. There isn't much for me to say because he said it all. $30 in advance, $40 at the door. I encourage you, go get those advance tickets because like I've been saying, you may have that $10 that you may want to buy a drink with, or you may have that partner on the side. Maybe Vaughn might come up next to me and say, so you're not buying me a drink.
I tell you. And you can't say that you don't have the money.
Exactly. So, St. Lucians, come out and support. There's so many activities on the calendar of events. So, let's enjoy St. Lucia Carnival by all means.
So let me ask you a question before you leave.
Oh boy.
So on finals, people are at ground zero once again?
Yes.
Everybody goes back to zero. That's where you come in with all your props. And you must remember that there is a category in the judging criteria for presentation. So your presentation must be in sync with your portrayal must be in sync with your message.
So there you go. Semi-finals,
you think
ground zero.
Man?
Well, boy, I see Calypso have a lot of work in it, a lot of imagination, a lot of knowledge because
creativity.
Because semi-finals, you are ground zero. You have to bring your A game.
True.
So if you come first semi-finals, that means you make it to the top 9, correct?
Right.
Going against the reigning king, would be the 10th person in the finals.
Yep.
And in the finals, then again, you are at ground zero once again to come up with something different that still portrays the same message you want to give to the people of what you're singing.
Yep.
So then, big up to all Calypsonians.
Also, you are at a different venue.
Different venue.
Outdoor venue.
Ah, true.
You have a bigger stage.
So you really have to bring it when it comes to a big stage.
The use of that stage, you need to. Your props need to fit on the stage. It needs to not run away from you, but embrace you at every point in your delivery. All of these things are different in the semi-finals.
Right. So there you have it. At Calypso, no one is comfortable.
Hear that.
No one is comfortable.
2020, Hershey's the chocolate man on that stage. Listen, I tell you that, eh? Right, Hershey's?
I think,
you for the challenge?
I give you all kind of...
Hey.
I get everything,
but we're waiting for the words too,
Don't worry, come in. Because I'll check my old principal as a Sumerian. I'll put my Sumerian card, step together, play the game. Pep, look out, Sion is my partner too. Ron is my partner too, right? Come in.
So, buddy, y'all have to link up with us. Link up, Vaval links. Yes,
Let me give it a phone. I call it Vaval links. I'm married to Victor Human Voice.
Stay with us. Vaval links, link up, Vaval links, welcome back to FGBS TV, Vaval links reminding you, we're counting down to this one, Ignite St. Lucia Carnival Sunday. Don't miss it, get your tickets, come down to the Wave, you could do so, as well as the Cell Outlets, Castries, and the Baywalk Mall. Alright, in addition to that, you can go online at islandetickets.com to get those tickets. Alright, so in studio with us, we have the man Soca Psycho getting ready for the finals, getting ready to hit that stage. Soca Psycho, thank you so much for being here with us.
Yeah, well, thank you for accommodating me. The traffic out there is crazy.
Yeah, we heard,
And all my listeners for being patient because I sent out that broadcast a long time and everybody on streaming looking.
Waiting for
I'm here now. In rowdy.
How are you feeling for the season? Congratulations on making it to the finals.
let me tell you, I feel no more than being blessed. First of all, I have to say thanks to the Almighty Father for the inspiration, for life, for health. Without that, none of that would be possible. You know, for my support team, management, sponsors, fans, DJs, radio personnel, everybody that has helped make this a reality. Not forgetting the production team, the musicians behind it, everybody, the whole cast. You know, if you didn't hear your name mentioned, still big up yourself, because I don't have a script before me. My script is off my head.
Yeah. But you in his heart.
Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah, big up to wifey on the listening end, you know. Yeah, on the listening end. Yeah, man.
That big up to you,
You bringing soaps by me.
Yeah.
You bringing soaps by me. Be careful.
Yeah, that's a vibe.
You have a big season ahead of you. You have releases like Lawi. It's been making the rounds. People enjoying it. What reception are you getting with the song?
Let me tell you, I think I don't really have shoulders, arms, biceps, triceps to carry that vibe, because the support has been resounding out there. Everybody, like, you know, I have a lot of people rallying and routing for me. It feels like gallop again, I'm telling you, yeah.
So what you doing? You're renting the shoulders for the night? You need it to carry it?
Yeah, don't worry. It's basically myself, the mic, the stage. Yeah, everybody on their own account, carrying their own merit. Basically, I'm the one to carry it. So the factors around me, yeah, they add up. But on the night, I'm the individual really being scored here. Yeah, so I think I just have to go out there, put my best foot forward, and whatever the results are, I still giving thanks. That's how it is.
I like that. Let me tell you, Soca Psycho serious about his thing, you know. Like, just in case you did not realize, we did not come to play inside of here, all right? How are you getting ready for the finals in terms of preparation? What are some of the steps that you're taking?
Let me tell you, in the initial stage, before the prelims, if you have something in your hand, I always believe you have a product, you have to have faith. And if it's one thing I believe, what you speak into your life is what would manifest.
Amen to that. I feel that.
I told myself, you know what happened? I go into the finals with that. So I started linking up my dancers, send the track to them. Well, in fact, they saw the trailer at the prelims. So it's left up to the movie. So that goes to show that I've been putting things in place.
Right.
You know, so come finals night, boy, get ready. It's almost like John Wick, you know, all of us wanted to see.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, boy, Soca Psycho face. His facial expression alone.
Focus.
I believe we need the reigning power Soca champion to come stand next to Soca Psycho, and you see him kind of boxing thing when you see him man put his face. I see him man put a face. So we don't put a mic. Really, you have a mic, Psycho have a mic, and one mic there and one mic there, because you see that kind of face there and that determination.
Aye.
All artists better watch out for Soca Psycho.
I feel that.
All officers, please give us a chance.
Lawi.
We want jump up.
Lawi. You're going
it
to
come
see...
like a gallop thing, no?
We're going to see Soca Psycho drop that one for us. Lawi, before we head to the stage, Soca Psycho, anything that you want to share with us, anything that you want to put out there, maybe thank the team?
Yeah, well, again, I would say thanks to Vibes Production, Miguel. You know, if you tune on or you streaming, big up. You know, big up his mom too, If it's one thing, boy.
She's the video and doing...
Boy, she's supporting. She's supporting.
Like that.
She supports all music, But once the craft comes from in-house, let me tell you, Mommy Burns running it at. Mommy Burns running it at. So,
like
you know,
that.
Big up Mommy Burns, big up my wife, big up my daughter. Let me tell you, my daughter is actually the lab test for music. Yeah.
If she likes it, you know it good.
Yeah, but if she move, go back with that. You know, big up.
Sapabo.
I tell you.
Big up. Yeah. Like to big up more my co-workers, you know, because at that point, sometimes people have to kind of like fill in for me, you know, that kind of stuff. So, you know, I big up everybody, big up management for understanding. You know, my supervisor on the ends, big up my management team, Gillan, if you're listening, you know, big up. Yeah, my dancers, everybody, the full cast, you know. Yeah, big up everybody. Big up everybody, you know. Also, I want to big up a gentleman named Charlton Les Flores. Yeah, he was actually the brainchild behind the idea.
Okay.
basically I always believe don't cast out anybody, even the man on the street, the man not looking dirty. Yeah, here's the one that actually come to me one day and tell me, boy, Psycho, I have an idea. He didn't have it fully scripted, but he pitched it by me. And, you know, I just went with my pen and my paper and I just put in the ideas, you know, according to the Lucian lingo, what I know that would probably reel you all in. And here the track is.
And that's where it is.
Yeah, man.
We're heading to that stage. You're getting ready to see Soca Psycho drop it first. Just a little bit of what you can expect when it comes to the finals for Groovy and Power Monarch. So keep it locked on here. The Wave, GBS TV, Vaval Links is sending you love. Hey. Do the chocolate dance. Do the chocolate dance. Do the chocolate dance. Do the chocolate dance. Hey. Stay with us.
Vagal Vaval.
Welcome back. The Wave GBS TV, Vaval Links. Hey, link. Hey, link. Hey, link. Hey, link. Hey, Vaval Links. Vaval Links. Vaval Links. Hey,
You like to feather me down?
link up. Hey, link up. Hey, link up. Hey, link up. We're about to head to the performance stage brought to you by Flow, these event guys, and Slush to see Soca Psycho drop this one for us. Officer Lowy. Psycho, you ready for us? Yes, all right, let's make it happen. Hey. Give me a chance.
Officer Lowy. Officer Lowy. Officer Lowy. We coming down. Watch it. We coming down. Move. The rebels come to drink rum and get on bad. We coming down. Watch it. We coming down. Move. The rebels come to drink rum and get on bad. You know you pay your costume and your money well spent. You're a rebel. The police try to stop you, so the barricade to block you. You're a rebel. Please, Mr. Officer, give us a chance. We are rebels. 2 a.m. you don't want to break up the dance. We are rebels. Officer Lowy. Officer Lowy. We are rebels. Officer Lowy. Officer Lowy. We are rebels. We waiting all day for this time to come. Bartender, don't tell me about all the drinks done. Me have the race, but security can't tell me none. 2 days on the road, we just want to have fun. Revelers kick, revelers climb, revelers shake up your behind. Revelers jump, revelers wine, revelers form a line. Now jump on the end, wine on the end, wait on the end, shake on the end, wine and jiggle and bubble on the end. Ooh, we coming down, watch it, we coming down, move. The rebels come to drink rum and get on bad. We coming down, watch it, we coming down, move. The rebels come to drink rum and get on bad. Please, Mr. Officer, give us a chance. We are rebels. 2 a.m. you don't want to break up the dance. We are rebels. Officer Lowy. Officer Lowy. We are rebels. Officer Lowy. Officer Lowy. We are rebels. We waiting all day for this time to come. Bartender, don't tell me about all the drinks done. Me have the race, but security can't tell me none. 2 days on the road, we just want to have fun. Revelers kick, revelers climb, revelers shake up your behind. Revelers jump, revelers wine, revelers form a line. Now jump on the end, wine on the end, wait on the end, shake on the end, wine and jiggle and bubble on the end. Ooh. Carnival is my time, my shine, don't spoil the line. No wristband or no costume, let's step aside. Carnival is my time, my shine, don't spoil the line. No wristband or no costume, let's step aside. Officer Lowy. Officer Lowy. We are rebels. Officer Lowy. Officer Lowy. We are rebels. We coming down, watch it, we coming down, move. The rebels come to drink rum and get on bad. We coming down, watch it, we coming down, move. The rebels come to drink rum
We are revelers.
Nice. So guys, we're wishing you all the best as you get ready for the finals. Of course, we know that you're going to bring your A game. We saw a little bit of that wine there. You ready? You set?
Oh, wine alone, a shake too.
Yes, you saw the shake. Do the shake first again. Do the shake first again. Yeah.
Bye, show.
Nice. We're wishing you all the best for the final cycle. And of course, Hershey's, I have to say thank you for being here with me once again.
Yeah. This is the second time. It's going to be a third, fourth, fifth. Oh, true. Yeah.
He's going to be there. What are you up to this weekend? Where can the ladies find the walking, talking chocolate this weekend?
Well, you can find me tonight at Vaval St.Lucia. I will be there with all my flavors. We have some caramel, strawberry, and we have raspberry Hershey's, right? So come on down to Vaval St.Lucia. Starting time is 10 a.m. Stopping time 2 a.m. And after that, I'm heading to Zen nightclub. I'm a powerhouse. It says chocolate gives you energy because it's sugar. Not only cavities, it's sugar. So I'll be there. I'm an energetic person. So come find me. You come to Vaval tonight.
Who, me?
Yeah, you on TV.
If I come to Vaval, it's not to find you, that's for sure. Alright?
No.
But thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you. Live on DBS to do me that.
Thank you.
Live on DBS. Live on DBS to do me that.
You look fine.
Live on DBS to do me that.
Yes. Thank you so much. Betty telling me my dance.
Well, since she's not going to come tonight, you're going to dance with me right now, right?
Yeah, I'll dance.
Give me the dance.
Hey.
Vaval link.
Hey.
Give a little chocolate in that. Give a little chocolate in that. A little chocolate. Link up. Link up. Link up.
Hey, Vaval link.
She's saying link up, but she ain't linking up later. Link up. Hey, link up. Hey.
Vaval link.
Big up 94.5 and 93.7.
Go down for the
Vaval Links.